Hello and welcome back to another video of the CSS Battles walkthrough tutorials. So in this video we're going to be doing a fun one, number 9, Tesseract. Wonderful little name. And it's a fun one because we're going to be using everybody's favorite box shadow and everybody's favorite linear gradient and everybody's favorite radial gradient to solve this specific challenge, right? Because the entire premise of the solution I have for you today is that for the body, right, because we're doing a lot of body styling, I'm going to be using a linear gradient to basically create this little rectangle in the background, right? So imagine like the sky blue back, or like it's sort of like a rectangle that goes here, and then we have a square overlapping it, right? And that square is going to be actually like, I guess you can say dark black border around this turquoise square in the middle is going to be the box shadow of this one, and then to create a little dot in the center we're going to be using a radial gradient. Super fun stuff. So I think we're just going to jump right into it. So let's start by creating the sort of like rectangle for the body. So we go body, right, to style the body, and then we're going to go background. Is going to be a linear gradient. And then we're gonna start from this color, right? The sort of like the dark background. We can remove the div as well, just because I don't actually want this. And I can remove it here as well. Nice. Like so. And this one, we're gonna say, okay, you're gonna start at, or like start your linear gradient knee, so the actual transition, at 75 pixels. But then we're gonna intersect that with this color right here. And say you're gonna start at 0 pixels. We're gonna see that comes. And we're gonna say, okay, go over to 225 pixels. And then we're gonna come back with this one and intersect that transition at 0, right? And so now we got that banner thing in the background. Because we have this transition, which is the top right here. We can see I need to remove that. The top right here that we see is pretty much this, the highlight is hiding right now, right? Because we have the dark, and we tell it to stop or to start its transition at 75 pixels, which would be around about here. And then this turquoise color is gonna come in, and you're gonna say, okay, you're gonna start from 0 and end, or actually start transition here, but sort of like before it at 0 pixels, be this color pretty much, which is gonna be like from here to here. But this linear gradient is overlapping it, and then we're gonna do the same thing, but again, start from here and go all the way down, which is gonna take care of the rest. So we get that little banner in the background. That's amazing. Now let's actually create the little like square in the middle. So we're gonna start by creating a turquoise square. So what we can do now is we actually need some sort of element at this point. We can use everybody's favorite, a p tag. Why a p tag, you may ask? Well, because a p tag just has display block, which is very useful for these sort of things. Because every element in HTML has pretty much a display block or a display of inline. And when it comes to inline, you can't really put heights and widths and stuff. It becomes very, very tedious. But a p tag works perfectly fine, and it's just one character, which is super great for CSS Battles. So then we can style this one, and we can say that it's gonna have a width of 150 pixels, and then a height of 150 pixels as well. And then the background, let's just go with the turquoise for now. So you can see it, it's over there. And I'm actually going to comment this out. Can I do this? I can't comment it out. Wow, that's annoying. And let me just mess it up. No, not like that. Like that. So I messed it up. Now wait, let me go back to how it was. Like so. Right. Now it's messed up, and we actually can just focus on the actual square itself. And then to make it go in the middle, we're gonna use some margin here. We can go margin, and then go like 75 pixels, and then like out of the to go in the middle. Right now we get it in the middle here, and then we need to rotate it. So we can just go rotate, and then 45 degrees, and we get this like square in the middle, right? Perfectly, amazing, wonderful. So now we have the square in the middle, but now let's create the actual dot inside of it. So that we can't really use the background here. Instead, we're gonna use this radial gradient property, which let us create a radial gradient. So if we go like red and blue, we can see how that looks. It looks something like that. And then we're gonna use a very similar trick to how we did here with like the stops and stuff to get a dot in the middle. So we're gonna take this color. We're gonna say, okay, we're gonna start with this color, and you're gonna go out 25 pixels. like so. And then this turquoise color is gonna come in at 0, right? Because it's gonna stop it immediately after 25 pixels that it goes out. Then the turquoise color is gonna come in like an absolute big boss and just completely overtake the entire square and its colors pretty much. And then to create the like box around this, we're just gonna use a box shadow, like so. And then we can go. This is gonna have set on the or it's gonna go out 0 pixels on the x-axis, 0 pixels on the y-axis, a blur of 0, and then it's gonna grow with 50 pixels. We can see we get the square, and then just change the color. We just book this in like so. All right. And now if I were to not mess this up, so I go back, and I messed up so many things here, like that. Okay, now we're back into where we wanted, and now we have solved it, right? You see, if I submit, we should get 100% match. Amazing. So we had one body, that's just like the rectangle in the background as well as the color over here. And then we have the P tag in the middle, which is actually just this square, the turquoise square with a dot inside. And we got the dot from doing the radial gradient over here. The little trick, we got both the turquoise background, but also the dot from this little trick. And then we just used a box shadow to create sort of like a border around this. I guess you could use a border. Maybe a border would have been better. Maybe, maybe. I guess that's up to you to find out. But now, if I just clean this up quite a lot, so we can go just 75, like so, and then like, now I messed something up, didn't I? Okay, I can't put auto there. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Then we can remove you, and then I can remove that white space as well. And then here, I can just go a lot of white space around. Nice. Like so. And just to clean it up at the end. And I think that's all of it. Now we can submit and we should get a 100% match with 212 characters, which is pretty high. I mean, if you check the leaderboards, of course, these people are have pretty much half of what I have, which is makes me feel very bad about my solution. But we can see that the leaderboard is 151. So, well, yeah, we're 60 characters off, which is a fair bit, but it's fine. It's fine. We get there one day. We get there one day. And yeah, that was this challenge. Thank you for watching, and I see you in the next one.